Hare Krishna, everyone. So, for those who are here and for those who will be watching later on the YouTube, I welcome you and let's get started. We'll start with this short kirtan and then we'll go into the prayers. Namo Vishnu Padaya. I would request you as we sing along, let's try to sing along. Even if you do not know the initial mantras, when we start doing the Hare Krishna, just try to sing along. And as you sing along, please clap your hands. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Nami Namaste Saraswati Deve गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादिशतारि श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. जगत विश्व प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, जय हो विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकचर्य अष्टोत्तर शतश्री श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणानंद श्री भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। Everyone can raise their hands like this. And then we can together chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Rama
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare.
Hare.
मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं हरि ओं तत्सत्। So, um, we started the discussion on we completed the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita and we started discussing on the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. So, in our previous session, we covered the first 7 verses of the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. And today, we are going to go right after that. Okay. But before we go ahead with the next set of verses, I just wanted to touch upon few things here. So, just to summarize what we have covered so far, in the first chapter, Arjun, he so Sanjay is narrating on the overall happenings in the war field at Kurukshetra to Dhritarashtra because he has been given the special power by Srila Vyasdev. And in the war field, Arjun tells Krishna, okay, why don't you take my chariot right in the center? And when Krishna takes the chariot at the center, at that point of time, Arjun is sees that he has to fight against his relatives. He sees his grandfather. He sees his teacher Dronacharya. He sees all his cousins, and then he tells that okay, Arjun gives various reasons why he should not be fighting. Okay, there are 5 reasons he states. I will not go into that in detail. We discussed that in our previous 2 classes. There are 5 reasons that Arjun gives, and um, then we come to the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, where um, where Arjun is still he's very confused, he's bewildered, and he his his body is trembling, and he's completely bewildered, and he drops down his Gandiva bow, and he says he's not going to fight. But as we reach the seventh chapter, okay, seventh verse, the second chapter, there Arjun says that okay, we'll read this particular verse, and I will share my screen. So Arjun says, and this verse is very important. If you can, I would suggest you can memorize this particular verse. Arjun says, Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava prichhami tvam dharma samudachetah yachreyasyan brūhi tanme shishyasteham sadimam tvam prapannan. Now I'm confused about my duty. Now I don't know what to do. Okay, I've lost all my composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, he's telling Krishna that, okay, I'm asking you to tell me for certain, oh my dear Lord Krishna, what is best for me? Now I'm your disciple. So far, what was I? I was your friend. but now I am your disciple, and I am a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. So Arjun is saying that, okay, now I'm a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. So here Arjun is saying that, okay, that now please Krishna, you uh, you have to tell me what is best for me. What am I supposed to do? I told all the reasons, everything, but I am still confused. Okay, now you instruct me. Let's go to the next verse. Arjun is saying that, okay, I'm not going to read through all the verses, but some of the important verses I'll read through them. Okay, so Arjun is saying that, okay, I can find no means to drive away this grief which is drying up my senses. So I'll not be able to dispel it, even if I win a prosperous, unrivaled kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods are given. So I am totally in grief. Okay, and this grief, like, okay, they're choking up, like, okay, my senses, like my throat is getting choked up, like, okay, and I'm not able to know, like, okay, I'm not sure what I should be doing in this case. I'll not be able to dispel it, even if even if I win this battle, then also even if I get the same uh, opulences like the demigods in heaven, just like Indra also, then also it will not be able to dispel my sorrow. Actually, it will not be able to dispel the turbulence that is going on in my heart. So all this is happening here. Now I want to stop here for one moment here to just point out on one thing. Okay. So Arjun is, see, if you notice here one thing, like Krishna has not spoken up until now. Okay. And now Krishna is going to talk something beyond this. So this tells us something. There is a very deeper meaning. So in everything that is happening at in Bhagavad Gita, right, there are many levels of meanings. This Krishna has not spoken until then, because see, when we when we approach Krishna or his representative and we tell, okay, what is it that we will be doing, then in that case, and then we say that, okay, I mean, there are many times, like, there are true incidents. Many people say, okay, I have a guru, मैंने दीक्षा ले ली है. Okay. Firstly, it is very, very important whether we have chosen the right guru or not. Okay, so what is, like, if the person who is who is uh, who is like a guru, if that person, if not self-realized, if he is not following what he's talking, what we say as walk the talk, and if that person is uh, not really talking from the scriptures, okay, he's all talking about his own mental speculations. Okay, there are many people. Okay, there are many people who are very popular speakers. Okay, and there are many people who go to hear from them also. But if we carefully observe, okay, they may not be talking from. They may be talking nice populistic things, like they may be considered as religious, spiritual also. But then if they are not talking from the scriptures, then those are there is there is no base for that actually. And for such Jada Vidya, what will happen is in course of time, those things will change. So today this is popular, tomorrow something else will be popular. So I was saying that, okay, many people go to the Guru and say that, okay, that Guru Maharaj, I got so and so job, and I'm supposed to, this is, there is something in XYZ place. This is a high paying job. And I also got another job in another place, low paying job. Please bless me so that I can go to that high paying job. So there are many times, like, and I have heard from devotees that, okay, many times, like, the guru, if someone goes and tells like to guru, then guru will give blessings, like, okay. And many times, like, these people they not be able to understand that, okay, wherever they're getting high paying job, their the demand is such, like, okay, they have to work, like, okay, round the clock. Okay, they may not be able to perform any Krishna conscious activities. They may not be able to, they may lose, they may not be able to chant their rounds. And as that happens slowly and steadily, what happens is the material Maya takes over and the person becomes full of anxiety. If we see outside, okay, um, if if someone is trying to chant sincerely, trying to hear Krishna Katha, trying to hear from the right source, the first thing that happens is like, okay, that person, as the person tries to get involved in Krishna conscious activities, as the person hears attentively, as the person tries to chant attentively, okay, through this, what happens is they become peaceful and they try to give themselves um, for the for the pleasure of Krishna. Because when we chant, what is the prayer we are making? We are making a prayer that Krishna, please engage me in your service. And by your service, whatever we are doing, see, that does not mean that job is not a service. Uh, I I see that okay, we are all, most of us who are here, or all of us who are here, we are from the Grihastha background, and a job is a necessity. Okay, so if one has to do the job, that job is being done for Krishna. But the how can I leverage the results from this job in Krishna's service so we can serve um, Krishna in some way or other, like whatever we are cooking at home, whatever we are, if we are offering flowers to Krishna, if we are doing some service to the Vaishnavas, like, this is how we can please Krishna. This is how we can please Krishna. And if we are for someone who is in a karmi lifestyle, if you see the clear demarcation is like, okay, the the life that they lead is purely for their own pleasures. Okay? Anything like any earnings that they do is purely for their own sense gratification. I'm earning so much. Okay, and I can enjoy. I can have a nice vacation. I can have a luxurious vacation. Okay. Yes, even a devotee can do that. There is no harm in doing that. But then, like, okay, the devotee tries to see that, okay, how can they dovetail it with Krishna? How can, like, okay, um, their choices of what they do are dovetail into Krishna consciousness? How can they tend to remember Krishna in every situation? And we'll come to this, like, okay, why we are saying this is because life after life, we have been away from Krishna. Life after life, we have not been able to think of Krishna. And that is why, no matter who we are, no matter where we are placed, but in this material world, whoever we are induced into the and are under the control of the three modes of material nature. Okay, that is um, that is sattva, raju, and tamas. And plus, everyone is inflicted with the adi devika, adi atmika, and adi bhautika miseries. Okay, so that is problem due to mind, problem due to other living entity, mind and body, problem due to other living entities, and problem due to natural disaster. But there is there is no other and there are different kinds of meditative paths, and we'll come to that. Okay, um, there is meditative path, okay, which is on jnana. Okay, there is the yogic processes. Okay, there is this jnana. Okay, there is um, among these different paths, okay, the highest is considered to be bhakti. And there is, as we go deeper into this, we will understand with more clarity why bhakti is so highest. Why bhakti can eradicate, okay, something that no other ones can do. Because many of them have the ability to take away the the reactions of what we are going through. Many of them may have the ability to take away the sins that we are going through. But bhakti has the ability to not only take these sins, but to take away the propensity of committing sin. As we are chanting the holy name, as we are hearing, Okay, through that, a purification starts happening, which is not only eradicating any sinful effects in whatever we are doing, but it is also taking away the propensity of making sins. And we'll talk about this in detail as we go into just into next few sessions. We'll come to that, okay, as the Bhagavad Gita goes into deeper levels on that. So coming to Arjuna's point, Arjuna is very, very confused as to what he should be doing. But he has accepted that, okay, Krishna, I am your disciple. So moving further from there, now Sanjay is saying, Sanjay Vacha, Sanjay is saying that, okay, having thus spoken, Arjun, who is the chastiser of enemies, that is called Parantapa, he told Krishna what? Govinda, I shall not fight. And he fell silent. Arjun gave up. Okay, Krishna, I'm not going to fight. Govind, I'm not going to fight. This is like, okay, um, not my cup of tea, like that. So then at that time, like, okay, O descendant of Bharat, at that time, Krishna smiling in the midst of both the armies, spoke the following words to the grief-stricken Arjuna. So one thing to note here is it is very, very essential that we have a guru in our life. Very, very essential. Because no matter who we are, we come to we come to a point, many junctures in our life when we are confused, when we are bewildered, and when we come to that state, we need a guru. These days, this word guru is being very used very lightly. People call, okay, he's a technology guru, he's a management guru, he's a real estate guru. Okay, but this is not what the uh, this is not what guru is meant for. Guru is meant for, like, okay, guru means heavy. Okay, and guru is actually he's someone who comes in a bona fide parampara, who is giving the knowledge of scriptures as he has heard from his guru. A guru is not never a guru on his own. Like it's not that a person, like, he does not come from a parampara and one day he becomes a guru. That is not bona fide. Okay, and a guru comes from parampara, and through that parampara, and that parampara's chain also should be unbroken. Okay, because there are many people who may be a guru and he has his own guru also, but then, okay, it's just two level up and there is no one else. So that means that, okay, there is some concoction that is happening at one level or the other. Okay, so this is something that is very important. And if you just see, like, okay, very simple example. Let's say one of us, like, okay, let's say I have to get done, I have to do a surgery. Okay, and someone says that, okay, I am also a doctor. Okay, and I can do the I can do the surgery. Then what is the next thing that we ask him? Okay, so where did you get your degree? He says that, okay, oh, you know what? I attended a correspondence course from XYZ University. Okay, and you did the labs also? Yeah, yeah, I have seen those labs. In the YouTube video, I saw all the labs. So I'll do the operation for you. Okay, and I'll do it in a very um, at the most economical rates. I will get you the operation done. Okay, whatever others charge you, I'll charge you 50% of that. Now, if I will ask it to Laluka Ko or Nandipriya Mataji, like, would you be willing to do this kind of a surgery? What do you think?
No, 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 nobody
No,
wants.
right? No, right? So, so I'll say, okay, what is this? And then another thing is like, okay, if someone says, like, okay, oh, I need to get a surgery done. Okay, I go to a house, like, okay, is the doctor there? Because many, like, see, in the times when I grew up, like nowadays it is mobile age, like, okay, but in the times when I grew up, like, okay, there was a doctor who was who used to stay very close by. Even now, he is connected to our family. He's a family doctor. Like my parents often visit them, but we can walk to his house, like, and um, like he can do a quick test and, like, okay, he can tell like what are the next steps to be done. But now let's say if I go to that house, I knock the door, and his son opens up, like, okay, and he says, like, okay, oh, you know what, my father is not there, but I can also treat you. Then I'll ask him, like, are you a doctor? No, no, I am not a doctor, but see, I have this doctor jacket on me. You are not a doctor, you have this doctor jacket. That doesn't make you a doctor. You look like a doctor, but you are not a doctor. So, in this very same way, this world, it is said that, okay, many people, and I'll tell you a true incident. This is like this is a relative of mine. Okay, I was asking them. Okay, this person just came to me and told, okay, oh, I took Diksha. Okay, and I asked, okay, because for quite some time this person has been really wandering around, like, okay, um, trying to look for which path to choose. And then one day this person came and told me, I took Diksha, means I took initiation. I asked, oh, you took initiation? Okay, Diksha. Who is your guru? Then they told me some name, okay? And I'm not going to tell the name here because because the next thing I asked is, okay, how did you choose this guru? Oh, this guru is so good. Okay, how did you find like this guru? So he was actually in the US, okay, but he came to India and he lives now in Himalayas. Okay, and 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 you know what? He has reached such a sadhana siddhi that he does not have to do any more sadhana now. Oh, then what does he do? Then I was told that, okay, oh, because he has reached that stage, now he only gives gyan here and there. So which means whatever gyan he is giving, he's not practicing that gyan. Okay. So now he is building like nice places for his disciples to come and visit. So then I was just wondering, like, okay, what kind of guru is this? Like, because a, is he a realized guru? Okay, is that person realized enough? Okay, so if the person is not practicing what he's preaching, okay, then that means we have to understand that we are not in the right place. This world is for the cheaters and for those who are cheated. So we have to be very careful. And what we can do is how to find a right guru. See, like at our level, if we have to see who is the right guru, we have to see that if we are looking upon a guru, we have to, we also have the right to test the guru. How do we test the guru? We should look at, like, what they are talking. Are they really following that? This is number one. Number two is, like, okay, we should see, are they coming from a bona fide parampara? This is as I mentioned. And thirdly, we should try to see, this is very simple. That is, we should look at the disciples of this guru. Are they in line with what the guru is instructing? Well, some there may be some disciples who are a little bit off here and there, but then we should look at uh, we should try to assess that in general, okay, what does these disciples, um, what is the general mass of disciples look like? Are they trying to follow what the guru is saying? And everyone is in a process. Okay, we have to understand that, okay, there may be a purification cycle involved, but like, okay, we should understand that, okay, if the general mass is trying to follow that, that means that, okay, and the guru comes from a bona fide parampara, and that is that is the right source. So, having said that, now going back to this, Sanjay, he he mentioned, okay, Krishna is smiling here. So see here in this last thing, okay, we read that, okay, where Krishna is smiling. Arjun came and said, okay, I'll not fight, and Krishna is smiling. Now here it says one very important thing. Okay, Krishna is cool about it. Like, okay, he's not like he's freaked out and panicked and like that. Okay, so this also says something about the guru. So the guru has to be someone who is peaceful, who is calm. If the guru is like, "Hurry, what happened? Hurry, what are you saying?" He will. If the guru himself is in panic, then what to talk about the disciple? Hurry, you are gone, case. The guru should be someone like, okay, with whom at every point of time, okay, see, when we meet the pure devotees, no matter what our background is, no matter however neophyte we may be, but we will always come out, okay, very inspired. If we if we are trying to um, um, and there are scenarios when the guru may chastise us, but if we are uh, trying to seek for some guidance, okay, we'll always get inspiration from someone who is actually trying to follow the path, whose purity level, who is a pure devotee. Like, okay, let me talk about the pure devotees. So the pure devotees are always very, very inspiring because they're adoshadarshi. They don't see the faults, like, okay, with which neophytes like myself, like, okay, may be approaching. So moving further now, so Krishna is smiling. He's saying at Arjuna's condition, okay, he's grief stricken. Arjuna is grief stricken. So now the next one, Krishna says, श्री भगवान वाच असोचन अन्वसोचस्त्वं प्रज्ञावदंश्च भाससे गतसुन अगतासुंश्च नानुशोचन्ति पंडिता. Krishna has heard what Arjuna said. Okay, Arjuna is saying, I'll not fight this, that. He left his, he left everything. He's crying there. Krishna first smiles and then he starts saying, Oh Arjun, while speaking learned words, you are mourning. You are actually mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead. So Krishna first says, while you are speaking like a very nice learned person, but you are depressed for that which is not worthy of grief. Means what? You are not learned actually. Okay, you are a fool number one. Okay, so he is directly chastising there. Okay, and then he says that those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead. Arey, what is this? They don't lament. So Krishna. So here, if you see, like, okay, this verse starts with Shri Bhagwan Vacha. It's so Shri Bhagwan Vacha. This is very important. Like, okay, wherever Krishna speaks, right, it is not said, like, see, when Arjun speaks, right, it is said Arjuna Vacha. When Dhritarashtra speaks, it is said Dhritarashtra Vacha. When Sanjay speaks, it is said Sanjay Vacha. But when Krishna speaks, it is not said as Krishna Vacha. It is said Shri Bhagwan Vacha. This is very important because Bhagwan means the supreme person, the supreme being. Okay. Even if you go to the most of the English direct dictionaries, like you will see that, okay, the translation, okay, for the word God is that, okay, it is supreme being. So it is very, very important that we have this clear in our mind. What is a supreme being? Okay. See, like we are all living beings, right? But amongst ourselves, like, okay, there may be someone, like, okay, who is in a very superior position. So, for example, um, like here, Lalu Kaku might be better than me, and Nandini Priya might be better than Lalu Kaku, and Vatsal might be greater than Nandini Priya, and so on. Like, okay, there will be something like, okay, someone else might be better than the other. But ultimately, we'll have to come to a point because there is a finite number of people, okay, finite number of resources. So ultimately, when we come to a point that nobody is better than such a person, that person is Bhagwan. Okay, Bhaga here means opulence. What kind of opulence? It is opulence of, there are six types of opulence that we talked about earlier. Does anyone remember that? What are the six types of opulence? Yes, Lalu Kapoor. You can unmute and say.
Uh, yeah, the six type first is wealth, fame, strength, then your beauty that is root,
Yes.
and yeah,
Okay, and you're very close actually. There are two more. There is, you talked about the strength.
hmm.
Okay, then there is, along with the strength,
Wealth,
there is
wealth,
renunciation. Yes.
yeah, yeah,
So there are the six types. Like, okay, there is the wealth, that is richness. Like, okay, there is the strength, And the power, there is third is the power also, okay? Okay,
Power.
very, very powerful, very famous, okay? And then there is renunciation. There is, okay, the wise, okay? So how much wisdom is there? So, like, okay, in all of this, okay, beauty is another one. So these are the six types, okay? And one who is who is completely opulent on all of these. He is the best of in all these categories. He's the number one in all of these. That is Bhagwan. Okay. So nobody is either equal to him or greater than him. Okay, in mathematical terms. So in this material world, okay, we may have okay someone okay who is very rich. Okay, there may be the most famous personality of this world, but that person may not be most beautiful also. Okay, but Bhagwan is someone like who is top class in all of this. He's he is the number one in all of this. So that personality, Bhagwan, is Sri Krishna. Okay, and that is why okay, here it is said Bhagwan, Sri Bhagwan Vacha. Okay, that and it is as we have heard earlier, it is said in the Brahma Samhita, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So Ishwar is Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. So who is Ishwar? I've told this in many sessions. Okay, that Ishwar means a controller. Ishwar, as per the Vedic definition, it means a controller. So let's say I control okay few things here, like I may control some men, like, okay. Lalu Kaku in his work may have controlled many people. Okay, there my father is there, he may have controlled many people in his work. Okay. And then we have Vatsal Prabhu here, is controlling many different people like at work. Nandini Priya Mataji is working like she's managing many people at work. Okay, even at home, like okay, someone may be a controller. And we can say that okay, one may control some more persons than other, and let's say that, okay, here amongst everyone like our Vatsal Prabhu and our Lalu Kaku, they control many people, but then there is this supreme controller who controls everyone. He controls all the big controllers, and that is Krishna. Therefore it is said Sri Bhagavan Vacha. So that means that the version that we are hearing, it is not being spoken by just anyone. It is being spoken by the Supreme Person. Okay, so if we know the position of that Supreme Person, then we know that okay, oh, where are we getting this? See, because there are many people who can give us knowledge. Okay, there are people who are very wise who can give us knowledge. But if we receive knowledge from the one who is most wise, then there is absolutely no flaw. That is the principle, like, okay, that Prabhupada wanted to give us. That is how we are receiving from Krishna, the Supreme Controller, directly, like, okay, or through his representative. Because, see, when there is some kind of misunderstanding, what do? We see, let's say, if there is a traffic accident, like, okay, if you have to find out, like, okay, oh, who is at fault? What happens in that case, like, okay, they have to go to the law books and see, like, okay, what are the traffic rules, okay, and then determine, oh, this guy, like, okay, this guy was taking a left turn, he had no right of way, and this guy tried to took this turn, and the other guy was coming straight in the he had green light. All this is stated in the traffic rules. So this guy, like, who is trying to take the left turn, it was his fault. That's how, because there is a rule governing the traffic. That's how. So that way, the decision becomes like acceptable to the parties. So similarly, like okay, to get this knowledge also, there are many parties to give knowledge. There are many parties, but we should receive when we receive the knowledge from the supreme source. Okay, that knowledge is practically all inclusive. In this case, Arjun has accepted the guidance from Krishna. Who is Krishna? He is the supreme person. Okay. He has said, see, Arjun was saying earlier, like we heard, he's saying that this position is very perplexing. See, many times, see, we should put ourselves in this situation. We are in perplexed situation. So Arjun is at the point, he's very perplexed. Okay, and he's saying, therefore I accept you as my spiritual master, and you please let me know what is right for me. Please enlighten me. This is the process. We should approach the Supreme, or we should approach the representative of the Supreme, seeking for enlightenment, seeking for guidance. So, and and when he accepted the leadership of Krishna, he accepted Krishna as his guru, then Krishna started chastising him. Why is he chastising him? Because earlier he was his friend. He did not speak a word actually. In the first chapter, he did not speak a word because Arjun was kept on talking about his scenario, what he wants to do, and all these things. But once he surrenders to Krishna, that's when Krishna starts speaking. This also tells us something that okay, we should not give guidance to anyone and everyone. Like, many times, like, okay, when we say right, like, okay, and I do this mistake many times. Like, okay, I'll tell someone like, okay, oh, do this, do that, like, okay, but later I understand that okay, maybe see unless Krishna is helping us understand that okay, that only when one is really interested to know from us, okay, then only we can share with them, and then they will take it to their heart. But if someone is not really willing to hear, then it is of not much use. Krishna is teaching us through his wonderful acharan. So that is Krishna. So when Arjun gave up his status, okay, as a friend, when he took the status of a disciple, then he voluntarily agreed that that he wants to be disciplined. He wants to be disciplined by the by Krishna. See this Shishyasteham ham sadimam prapannam. Shishyas. Shishya means Shishya comes from the word Shas Dhatu. Okay. It is said one who is uh, one who gives the adhikar for shashan, for to be disciplined. Okay. One who has to be one on whom shashan has to be done. That means one who has to be disciplined. Okay. A shishya cannot be like, okay, oh, I will do my way and I am also a disciple. See, many times, like, okay, there is many people get a guru and like, okay, just like they have their dog, pet dog, this, that, like, okay, along with like, okay, they have their house, this, they have their guru also. Okay. That guru will be out there, like, okay, in all their parties and everyone, like, okay, and guru can be there, but if that guru is dancing into the tunes of like, okay, whatever this person is doing, like, okay, that means that person is not a guru. That person is, if that person is dancing to the tunes of his whatever so-called disciple, then it is like a blind leading the blind. So we have to understand this very carefully as we observe uh, things around us, we'll get to know this and we'll see this also. And so in such a case, like, okay, there are many cases where I've seen, like, okay, there are many people who are gurus, like, okay, who tell, okay, I am giving you diksha, you just do whatever you want to do. It is up to you. I give you all blessing. And what the shishya will do is they will, from time to time, they will send him money and the guru is happy getting all the money. Okay. That is absolutely bogus. It is the world of cheaters and cheaters. So we have to be very careful about this. That is not what the Shastra is selling. So, so here that is what uh, this is what Krishna is. Krishna, this is why Krishna is trying to chastise Arjuna, and I'm just trying to share my screen here once again. Okay, so Krishna told towards the end of this, Krishna said that okay, those who are wise neither lament neither for the living nor for the dead. Then what do we do, Krishna? Are you saying we can't lament? What is it? So then Krishna is Krishna is telling about Krishna is not talking about the physical body. Krishna is now talking about the soul. Krishna says in the next verse, never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall any of us cease to be. Here, one very important thing Krishna says, see, these individual jivas that are there, these individual identities that are there, There was not even a time that, okay, when they did not exist, nor I did not exist, nor you did not exist. So all of us existed, all of us have been existing in the past. And then Krishna goes about telling this most important verse. This is a memorization verse. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yovanam jara tatha dehantara praptir dhiras tatra na muhyati. This is a very, very important verse. Dehinosmin yatha dehe. As the as the embodied soul passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. A sober person is not bewildered by such a change. I'll read this again. As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age. See, think about this. When we when we when we were as a child, okay, and then when we were youth, and as we are aging, at every age, it is the same person, okay, that we are. However, our body is constantly changing. The body that we had as being a child, as an infant, or as a 5-year-old, or as a 10-year-old, or as a 15-year-old, 20-year-old, 30-year-old, and as we progress, okay, and some of us are here like, who are seniors, citizens, okay, as 60 years old, as 70 years old, our body has been consistently changing, but we are the same person. The soul is still the same. And very similarly, at the time of death also, this soul passes from one body to another. Now, I will tell you one thing, okay, very, very important. Please hear this very carefully. See, most people, or rather, everyone around, okay, if we see, Krishna makes a very important point here, okay, that with the soul is constantly moving. It is just like as we are changing dresses, right? We change dress every day. Similarly, the soul also changes bodies. Okay. Even within the life cycle, even within our own life cycle, our bodies have changed. So the soul has changed bodies. The body is constantly changing. And when these bodies will stop functioning, at that time, the soul will move over to another body. Krishna further gives some properties of this particular soul. And Krishna says that uh, before I go to that one, I want to mention one more thing here. So this soul is eternal. This soul has been existing and it'll continue to exist. So what happens when we get a new dress? Are we happy or are we not happy? Which one? Who can say that?
We will be happy.
We'll be happy, right? So so similarly, when the body stops functioning, right? See, if the body has become very broken body, right? At that point of time, the soul will be most happy to move out of the body and it will move into a new body, which means that there is absolutely, see, one who is in knowledge that the soul never dies. This person will not be fearful of death. This person will never be fearful of death. And especially if one starts doing bhakti, there is absolute no fear of death. No matter whatever time the death comes, okay, there is absolutely no fear. At the time of death, and we'll come to this later, okay, at the time of death, if we are able to remember Krishna, that is success of all the millions of lifetimes that we had, because we move out of the cycle of birth and death and we enter into Lord's pastimes. This is not mukti. This is far, far higher than mukti. Because when we studied the introduction of Bhagavad Gita at that time, we were talking about 5 relations that we can have with Krishna. Does anyone remember? That what are those 5 relations that we can have with Krishna? I'll give one example. We can have a relation as a friend. We can have a neutral relation. Yes, Laluka, you want to tell? What are those five? Oh, Nandini Priya Mataji, you want to say? Okay, Laluka,
Yes,
you
the
tell what Nandini
relation,
Priya. Yes.
that is active relation, passive, that is your sakho, daso, then your uh, madhuryo,
Vatsalya, Vatsalya,
is sevak, that is,
Yes.
I think
You
there are
got it.
five like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
five,
there are five. One is neutral.
five.
One is neutral.
Santaraj, Vatsalya.
One is neutral. Then Shakya, that is friend. Dasya is servant. Then there is
Mm.
Madhurya, that is as a lover. And then there is friend. Oh, we covered friend. Sakya, Dasya. Um, which one are we missing? Uh,
Vatsalya.
Vatsalya, as a parent.
That's
Okay. So these are the ones that we that relationship is there. And as we are serving Krishna in this lifetime, okay, similarly with the service that we are doing, we are creating that relation. As we are doing devotional service, with that, Srila Prabhupada says that our spiritual body is getting formed. Okay, if we complete our purification within this lifetime, and at the end of the life, if we are able to remember Krishna, then we go back to the spiritual world. Somehow or other, like, okay, if Antakale Mame, if we are able to remember at the end of the life Krishna, then the lifetimes, then the life is perfectly successful. But if we are not successful to remember at the end of the life, still there is absolutely nothing to fear for one who has started the journey. Okay, one may have advanced quite a bit in the journey. Okay, no matter in whatever portion of the journey that person is, in the next life, they are able to they are able to take it from there. However, we don't know what the circumstance in the next life will be. So it is very, very important that we be very sincere and take this up. So Krishna is Krishna is removing the fears from our heart, saying that okay, at um, the soul passes into another body. Because if you see, if someone passes away, right? If someone dies, we say, okay, this person passed away. The body is still out there, but we are saying that okay, this person passed away. So who has passed away? It is a soul which has passed away. Even though we consciously say that, but most people are not aware of this. Okay. Then we also say that okay, even in Hindi also, ये गुजर गए. Okay, वो चल बसे. कौन चल बसे? Okay, कौन चल बसे? Like we say, right? The body is still there. वो चले चले body चला नहीं गया. Body is still there, but वो चल बसे. Who is that who? That means our real identity. Krishna is trying to come to this point. What is our real identity? Soul. So, with that, Krishna will go more deeper into this, but let's go into the next verse. Here, this is a very, very important verse. Matra sparshastu kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkhadaha agama paino nityas tam titikshava bharata. In this verse, O son of Kunti, the, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance in due course are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer season. They arise from sense perception of sky and of Bharat, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. So Krishna is saying that happiness and distress are like the summer and winter season. Sometimes we are happy and sometimes we are distressed. Kabhi khushi, kabhi gum. Tararam pam pam. So it's just like that. Okay, if you just evaluate our own life, okay, we'll see that okay, we are sometimes very happy and sometimes we are distressed. They arise from sense perception, and one must learn to tolerate them. Krishna told tolerate them. Okay, I lost my job. Okay, someone passed away. Then what is it? Like, okay, does that mean that okay, I'll have no emotions? Okay, what is the meaning of this? Oh, my family member is very sick. So someone says, okay, Oh, Prabhu, I got married. Okay. Prabhu, this person died. Okay. No, Krishna is not saying that. That means what Krishna is saying is, when Krishna is saying one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed, let me give an example of this. What when Arjuna's son Abhimanyu, he was killed in the battlefield, what did Arjun do? Arjun did not go back to Krishna and say that, "Oh, Krishna, Arey, what is this? You are the supreme personality of Godhead. How is it that okay, my son got killed? Okay, you should have protected him. What did you do?" Arjun never said like this. Instead, what Arjun said, okay, Arjun told that I take a vow. By tomorrow evening, I will kill Jayadratha. Arjun took a vow. That means what happened? He increased his devotional service. Uh, uh, Before the war, he was not willing to fight. But when this type of situation came, he increased his devotional service. So, which means that at times of distress, we should try to increase our attachment to Krishna. And when there is happy times, what should we do? A devotee increases, just like in share market. You have suddenly, the market is up. What do you do? Do you keep all your money in your bank account and don't do invest anything? No. A share broker, okay, a person who invests, they will go ahead and if the time is right, they will go ahead and invest. Similarly, a devotee is Je Bhaje Krishna, She Bado Chatur. One who is a devotee of Krishna is very intelligent. Okay? Whether the time is bad or is good. Okay? In the bad times, okay, he will take complete shelter of Krishna. And in the good times, he will know that, okay, this is my time will go bad in time, and this is the only time that I have. And he will try to do his best in his devotional service. And how do we do best? Okay, we try to hear and we try to apply this in our life and we try to chant more and more. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram. We try to read Srila Prabhupada books because when we read Srila Prabhupada books, right, it will shake us from within. When we take shelter of a pure devotee, because what Srila Prabhupada is giving Krishna's words, and through this purpose that the Acharyas has given, he has put it in a way that is meaningful to people like us, in a way that we can get it. If we are reading his books, if we are hearing Acharya Vani, if we are hearing from Srila Prabhupada, this will definitely give us strength. Can you imagine? I just want to take this instance like this. Srila Prabhupada, when he was when he was uh, 70 plus, of course, he went to US. There were many challenges Srila Prabhupada had. See, firstly, think about it. Okay? He had two heart attacks when he was in Jaladut. 70 plus person, he has two heart attacks. Okay. Forget 70 plus. Okay. I am in my 40s. Now I'm 45. Okay. Forget heart attack also. Okay. If I, even I have body pain also, then also sometimes I am not able to do much. Okay. And and then okay, what happens is the determination shatters. But Srila Prabhupada was unshaken. He had no arrangement of food in his in that ship that he was in. The captain of the ship, like, he saw for few days, like, okay, when the ship when he boarded the ship from Calcutta, okay, till it went to southern part of India, okay, he had absolutely no arrangement of food. The captain of the food got down. He got some potatoes and other things for Srila Prabhupada so that he can have, okay, during the journey. Can you imagine? Because Srila Prabhupada would not eat anything because everyone is eating meat there. Srila Prabhupada did not have any arrangement to stay in New York. He's going to a country where he doesn't know anyone. He was going, see, like in our houses, right? We have attached bathrooms. Even if we go to, um, even if we go for any vacations, we try to see if there is an attached bathroom in the hotel, right? Srila Prabhupada would go to toilets which are being operated by coins. He would stand in the queue. Imagine Jagat Guru Acharya Srila Prabhupada would stand in the queue to attend a nature's call in New York in the midst of winter without any winter clothes. That is the type of pain he's taking. He's showing an example of this matra sparshes to compare. Like, okay, happiness and distress are like summer and winter. He's showing us that, okay, in devotional service, he is undeterred completely. That is Srila Prabhupada. Can see, think about it, like, okay, this person, like, okay, as we know, if you do not see, if someone thinks that, okay, I need determination, I need a determination tablet, then I would humbly request you, read Srila Prabhupada's life history. Read Srila Prabhupada's Lilamrit. That will give you so much inspiration. That will give you so much inspiration. Because everything that you see about Srila Prabhupada is an inspiration of itself. He he was he's like uh, in his 10 years he traveled the world 14 times. Okay, but he did not get all this Lakshmi money, like, okay, just round the clock. He worked so hard. People tried to murder him. Okay, and he was totally helpless. He was running from there. Okay, when he was staying with the hippies, they tried to murder him. Okay, because that was the only place he had to stay. Otherwise, we might think, okay, why did he have to stay there? That was the only place. This is the person who allowed him to stay for free. And he took that as Krishna's arrangement. He was he was completely dependent on Krishna. That is Srila Prabhupada. Completely tolerating every situation. And he was, and if you see, like these days, there are business models like, okay, our Vatsal Prabhu will know, or Nandini Priya Mataji will know. These days, there are on-site offshore business models. Good connectivity is important, right? And then you need good telecommunication, so that like the on-site and offshore teams can run. And businesses, there are off-site centers, like not just one offshore, but there are other centers also. Global business can run. But when Srila Prabhupada established ISKCON, the at that time the phone services were practically, they were so expensive that it was practically not able, it was unaffordable. And Srila Prabhupada ran this entire thing with the help of postal mails. He would send postal mails. He would be answering his disciples. He would be answering and he would be writing mails to people, okay, through postal mails. He set up ISKCON. He set up from one temple to 108 temples in 10 years and educating all the disciples, writing books, okay, setting up, like, okay, these temples. Very recently, our Vatsal Prabhu was there in in UK. I think you visited Vatsal Prabhu, as you were saying that, okay, you visited the temple in London, Radha Landaneshwar. You can see the temples across the world. They are being run with one common standard that Srila Prabhupada has given us. There is a single standard Mangalarti morning program. Mangalarti followed by Narshing Arti, followed by Tulsi Arti, followed by the chanting japa sessions, okay, followed by Bhagavatam class. Everywhere there is a Sunday feast program. Okay, the timings of the Sunday feast may differ, but there is a Sunday feast program. Okay, and then there is Shayan Aarti. The lordships have to be given rest at a particular time. How to take care of Lord. Okay, there is a very standard procedure, okay, that Srila Prabhupada has given, and the procedures are so simple that anyone at any level can take it. And even though one may have taken it, okay, and they are advancing, as they advance more, as they read Srila Prabhupada books, they can get different levels of meaning through those books. So we we can imagine, I mean, to run this kind of an organization, to empower devotees. See, those who came in association with a pure devotee, they were so much purified. I want to tell you one thing, like, okay, let this be the takeaway, that it is very important that we get association of Srila Prabhupada books. It is, if you are not able to read books, I would highly encourage you to hear from Srila Prabhupada, because Acharya Vani is very important. If you are really sincere and serious about devotional practices, then I would definitely encourage you to hear from Srila Prabhupada. Okay, because what will happen is, when you are regularly hearing from a see, I'll be very honest. Okay, I am a very neophyte. Okay, but Srila Prabhupada is a pure devotee. When you hear from Srila Prabhupada, it will give so much inspiration. And if you are reading, what will happen is, if you come across some questions, right, you will see, as you read regularly, you will see that your questions, like what you are encountering. If you read something, you are getting confirmations. We should try to look for confirmation in the world around us. And if you are doing it continuously, you will be seeing whatever you are reading that is happening in the world around you. And you will come to scenarios where you will talk about what you are reading. And if you are hearing also, same thing. Okay, whether reading, hearing, if you're able to do both, great. But it is very, very essential that we develop that habit of reading Srila Prabhupada books. Okay, just like, okay, if you're hearing this Bhagavad Gita class, I would suggest that, okay, please read the Bhagavad Gita. Our Vatsal Prabhu is so nice. Like, okay, he has been reading Bhagavad Gita. He has started reading. He is also reading Srimad Bhagavatam. I know Lal Mohan Kaku, like, okay, Lalu Kaku is regularly reading Srimad Bhagavatam. I know Shama Karunamai, um, Ashok Keshava Charan Prabhu, my father, my parents, like, okay, they are regularly reading the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, and Nandini Priya Mataji, I hope you are also reading. But also to those who will be attending the sessions on YouTube also, I would highly encourage, because this is very, very important. If you, because you are investing your valuable time in hearing, you are investing your valuable time in Krishna. Why not get the best out of it? So, and what will happen is, like, okay, if there are any questions, then we can discuss that in these sessions. He has given so many sessions, like, okay, so many classes. And if you are having difficulty in hearing, or having difficulty in understanding, bring those things up, so that, like, okay, we can together, like, okay, we can see how we can address these. I really, I'll be very honest. See, I'm very neophyte, like, okay, but I know all of you are very, very inspiring, and you are so determined and motivated. Um, I I think, like, okay, you all will definitely make a lot of good progress, and I see so much good potential in all of you. So that is why I just want to give you whatever is the best, actually. So please try to do that, okay? And if you have any questions, if you want to understand how to go about doing this, what you should be doing, which book you should be reading, then we can address those kind of questions. And I'll give you one clue that, okay, if you think sometimes, like, okay, looking at a big book like Bhagavad Gita makes you overwhelmed, start with a small book. Like, there is a book called Chant and Be Happy. It's a super inspirational book. Okay. If you think like Leelamrit's 5 to 6 books makes you feel overwhelmed, there is a book named Prabhupada, the Messenger of God. This is a fantastic book. It is basically a short form of Srila Prabhupada's Leelamrit. But the Leelamrit itself is like, it has every detail, it has every minutest details. Okay. But if you can't go to Leelamrit, start with this. This itself is a lot of determination. Okay. If you read that, then you will find so much motivation. And there is another book, Matchless Gifts, Raj Yog. These are small books, very easy to read. Coming back, anyone who wants to understand, like, okay, from a scientific perspective, Coming Back is a nice book, very short book. So those are like 100 pages or so. And what can we practically do at our home? See, like, our Vatsal Prabhu, he was mentioning today, cooking. Let's cook for Krishna. See, when you cook for Krishna, right, when you are trying to cook for Krishna, what happens is, it establishes a relationship, our relationship with Krishna. Think about it, okay? If we are trying to make friendship with someone, and daily, if we try to feed that person, if we try to cook with love for that particular person, that okay, yesterday I messed up my cooking, but today I will nicely cook. Today I will cook in a way that you really accept it. I know all your devotees in the temple, they give you chappan bhog, you have 56 items. You have such nice delicacies that you get. I don't know so much. I know only rice dal only. I know only to make chapati. I know only this 4 5 items only. So what is my value? Okay. If we try to if we try to approach Krishna with humility, he will come. He will be most happy to come. He'll be most happy to come and accept that. What is my value? Prabhupada said this prayer. Prabhupada said, if we say to Krishna that, okay, oh Krishna, what can I offer you? What is my value, Krishna? And what is the value of these things? It is absolutely nothing. You are only the creator, okay? But I have brought this out of love for you. Please accept it, Krishna. And if we do this, then Srila Prabhupada says Krishna will accept it. And if Srila Prabhupada has said it, then Krishna will accept it. Because Krishna, because Srila Prabhupada, we may have no qualification, but Srila Prabhupada is very dear to Krishna. Krishna, he came, he came, he crossed all the 7 oceans to come to the Western world because Srila Prabhupada brought him. Srila Prabhupada, he writes in Jaladut that he says that, okay, Srimad Bhagavatam is going to US. He did not say that, okay, I am taking Srimad Bhagavatam to US. He says that, okay, Srimad Bhagavatam is now traveling. Okay. That means he's saying Krishna is now traveling. And this, and if you see, there is one very beautiful prayer by Srila Prabhupada that he writes on the Jaladut, that he writes on this ship. We'll discuss this one day. Borrow Krishna, Koile Krishna. Borrow Kripa, Koile Krishna. It's a beautiful prayer. Even if you don't understand Bengali, if you read the translation of this prayer, it is most amazing. It will touch our heart. No matter whatever situation we are in, it will penetrate through our heart. And at the end of it, at the last, Srila Prabhupada signs, your insignificant beggar. Srila Prabhupada, he is teaching us how we can be in bhakti. How can we be dear to Krishna? If we are a beggar, okay, then then we can then we can, if we are beggar, right? See, like Srila Prabhupada said this, like, okay, once he was going with his American disciples and he saw that there was a duck with lot of ducklings and they were all quacking, quack, 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 quack. And then everyone saw that, okay, they were all quacking and this was a riverside place. Then Srila Prabhupada asked his disciples, what do you understand from this? Then the disciples looked at him, these ducks are quacking. What to understand from this quack, 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 quack? Because we may also look like this, but a pure devotee is always Saragrahi. He looks at essence of in everything. And Srila Prabhupada is always thinking of Krishna. He said, okay, see, look at this. The all the ducklings are quacking, and among that, one of the duckling is quacking the most. Quack, 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 like this. Okay. As that duckling is quacking, the mother duckling is giving the maximum attention to that. Okay. The mother is giving maximum attention. So what can we learn from this? So trying to we are all trying to by chanting the name, by attentively trying to hear the classes, we are all trying to seek attention of Krishna. See, to the extent we are attentive in hearing the classes, Krishna knows that, okay, oh, he is giving so much attention to me. Let me also try to see what are his activities. Because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tathaiva bhajamyam. If as much as we are invested in Krishna, that much Krishna is invested in us. And by the ducking example, when we are chanting, if we are trying to call out helplessly, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, I have no other person other than you. There is no one else who can help me in this world. Please engage me in your service and please protect me, my dear Lord. To the extent we call out helplessly, Krishna is there to listen. Why do we chant in the morning regularly? Like I send out many times, okay, that we'll do this group japa. Why do we do? Because eka kiya mara nahi paye bala hari naam sankirtane तुम्ही कृपा कोरी श्रद्धा बिंदु दिया देह कृष्ण नाम धाने. Because in this Kali Yuga, if we are alone, we will not get strength. If we are in union, then okay. One finger, if it tries to break a door, it will not happen. But if five are trying to break a door, there is hope, right? Because there is strength in this. This five, if one finger is trying to fight something, it is alone. It has no strength. If this finger, that finger, it may look strong in its own, but one finger in alone cannot do anything. But when we are union in Kali Yuga, once there is one powerful thing, that is Sangha Shakti. When we come together and we chant the holy name and we are all crying out to purify us from the bottom of our heart, when the voice is coming from the deepest core of our heart, that Krishna, please make me pure devotee. I have wasted all my millions of lifetimes. Even this lifetime also, I wasted so many years of my life. I am personally saying I wasted 45 years of my life. Okay, now, anytime, okay, Krishna, please purify me. Because I don't know, because we don't know what is our end state. Okay, would I really want to live another life like this? Would i like would i really want to live another so many lifetimes like this? If not, then this is the time, Krishna. I really want to come out of this. I really want to serve you every moment in a way that is pleasing to you, in a way that is pleasing to your pure devotees like Srila Prabhupada. And if I please get me in your Guru Parampara, Prabhupada, please, please, please send me that pure devotee who can uplift me, because I am that stone, okay, who has fallen into the well. And to lift the stone, you need a powerful rope. Please send me that pure devotee. When we are chanting, if we are crying out like this, then the doors for mercy will open for us. Krishna will send us someone. It is our acharyas are saying, Emono durmoti সংসার ভিতরে পড়িয়াছি আমি। এমন দুর্মতি সংসার ভিতরে পড়িয়াছি আমি। তবে নিজ জন কোন মহাজনা, তব নিজ জন কোন মহাজনে পাঠাইয়া দিলে তুমি। That is, we are most unfortunate. We are in this material world, and I am fallen into this material world, and I am into this particular situation. Oh Lord, you know everything about me. I am in the most pitiable situation. But now, my dear Lord, please help me, like by sending. You have already sent, like, you have already sent me Srila Prabhupada, but send me someone, like, okay, who is a representative of Srila Prabhupada, who can uplift me from here. See, if we have already identified in our heart, if we think that okay, we we are aspiring for this guru, then that is one, then that is good, and we should intensely pray to Srila Prabhupada so that he can reveal to us, if we are not there yet, that who is our guru. We should pray to Krishna that please reveal me who my guru is, so that that person can uplift me from where I am. So Arjun is teaching us. See, think about it. Is if Arjun needs a guru, if Arjun, that warrior who has defeated the entire Kaurava army, if Arjun, who defeated Indra before this Kurukshetra war, if Arjun, who defeated Lord Shiva before the Kurukshetra war, If he needs a guru, do we need a guru? How many of us think we need a guru? Right? Nandini Priya Mataji is saying, yes, Lalu Kaku is saying, right? We need a guru. We we definitely need a guru. Otherwise, if 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 we do not have a guru, if we do not have a guide, yes, I can see. My mother is also saying, yes, we need a guru. If we don't have a guru, if we don't have guidance, where there will be points will be bewildered and we will tend to make mistakes. So with that, I would conclude. Sorry, I went a little bit over time. Thank you all very much. श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, जगत कृष्ण प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे गौरांग कुटी भक्तवृंद की जय. And I'll stop the